And this sort of installation in the corner has a variety, maybe, I don't know, 30 different pieces, I suppose. And all of these were created over a period of several years. And part of the interest that I had was to actually build these individual components with individual sort of concepts or ideas that could then be installed in various ways in exhibitions. And I actually like where they become sort of an aspect of the organic architecture of the gallery, occupying a corner, a 90-degree space, but actually transforming that sort of geometric object of the piece of architecture into something else. And contained within all these objects is a variety of information. This particular piece has sort of the basic components of DNA, A, C, G, T, adenine, cytosine. The idea here is to present the word violet, but actually using the color orange. So there's a conceptual conflict that is contained within that. The idea of gift of pain. Sometimes human beings are unfriendly to others, and so this again is sort of this juxtaposition of two different ideas: the gift, which generally has a connotation of something very positive, and then pain, which is usually has a negative connotation. There are a variety of pieces that have the word intuition, some painted, some using gold leaf, some using phosphorescent polymer. This other piece in the bottom, past, present, and future, has phosphorescent polymer, and when the room is very dark, it can be charged, and the light will emanate for about 20 or 30 minutes, and then it fades. So it's a demonstration about the ephemeral effects of time. Liquid factor. I have an interest in mathematics, and there's some other things dealing with sequencing, 0 and 1, and the idea of beyond illusion, where there's a perfectly structured three-dimensional butterfly, but actually painted and constructed. The healing power of dog saliva. There's another object with phosphorescent frogs. Two sort of poetic ideas, edge of a cloud and edges of clouds. And both of these are, again, sort of looking at this ephemeral property, how we actually can define where a cloud begins and stops. It's something that's very transitory. This one, the idea of printing or painting the word self and then putting a mirror in the background is a sort of interesting psychological experience. And what I've seen when this has been exhibited in galleries, sometimes people will actually read the word and then actually recognize themselves being reflected in the mirror. And there's a point in time when those two conceptual processes meet, and very often I see a facial change in the musculature. The word if, the word isolation, clone, and then the very top piece is sort of a political statement, and again using this juxtaposition of words, state police, police state, built into a three-dimensional structure that is mounted to the wall. And again, all of these ideas are sort of individual and separate, but yet as an installation or as a composition, they actually have some reference to each other because they all demonstrate an aspect or certain aspects of human imagination and creativity and human interaction as well.